Good afternoon on a Thursday afternoon here at the Cook Shack. Welcome all you pyromaniacs. Got a good fire going in the back of the oven today. Got some great embers going here. What we got here, let me put the little zoom in here. We got some Bok Choy for our veggies. Just give them a little bit more, and tell you what, I'll show you what we got here in a little bit. I'm going to put you on a little hold here for that, but got a lot of intense heat coming out of this baby. Let me give them a little squirt here. A little hydration never hurt anything or anybody, you know. I even got my root beer out here today. Check that out. Root beer. Tastes good, like it should. Okay. We're going to be taking this Bok Choy off. This is good stuff. I like a little al dente style on this. It's really good. You can season it up. It's I tell you what, a lot of people bypass this. It's a great choice. Try it sometimes. You put salad dressing on it. Do anything you want to do to it. Any of your favorite oils. Boy, that sucker's hot, son. Let's get down to it now. Ready for this? We got almost a 5-pounder here today. TriTip. Look at that piece of meat. Look at that fat cap. See where I cross cut it? Maybe it helped render it down a little bit. Even got some new skewers. Up and personal. How about that? Notice I got the tip, the thin part of the meat back here toward the back of the skewers, where we can kind of control the temperature on this. Yeah, beautiful fire day, beautiful fire. Everybody wants to see fire. Wants to see it. All you pyromaniacs out there are like that. Let's get on back here. Yeah. That heat is something else back here. Let me go get my gloves on. Yeah. Let's get a little bit more. Boy, we're gonna have some crunch on that baby, I can tell you that. Go back here where the boogeyman lives. How about that? How'd you like that? Yeah. No extra charge for that. Get a situation like that, just like I showed you before. Get a little char on the back of that. Then I'll show you what to do here with that fire right there. When we get a little char going, we're not hurting nothing. That's a relatively thick piece of meat. We're not going to hurt anything. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Look at that, folks. Look at that. We didn't do any damage to that meat right there. Man, you can't hurt that. Can't hurt that. I love using these skewers. I still use a pigtail flipper, but and I'm being a little piggy today. I've got all over my nice granite top here, countertop on my big Bertha. She might get upset with me for messing her up. We had her all pretty while ago. Of course, we get a little sloppy sometimes when we pulling meat out to show. You don't normally do that, but we want you to see. We want you to see this thing. Let's get a little bit more char on this backside here. Of course, with a fat cap like that, you're going to have a, you know, normal, you're going to have a flare up. Don't let that fire hurt you now. Scare you. You can't do anything really to that piece of meat. You play with the stuff enough over a period of time after time again, you get accustomed to it. You're not going to hurt nothing. See that? We're getting the char we want. We go get a little bit more right here toward the end. That's the beauty about using these skewers with the, that's a double fork skewer with a support knife in the middle to hold that meat, and does a great job. We got in 6 skewers the other day. I built a custom rack for it. I welded it up and welded some brackets up. We'll put this over here on our nice fine X platter. Let me show you this baby. Let me show you what we got here. It's a nice platter we have here. I don't turn the darn camera off. That's a 20-inch platter right there. How you like that fire going on that meat? Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, we like our fine X. Great heat retention. Does a wonderful job holding temperature. Okay, let's go back in. Come on, buddy. Yeah. You can see the legs here on the, hold on here, let me take these gloves back off. You can see the legs here on this, like Argentine type, Tuscan type grill. Let's see, let's take a gander at that. They're 2.5 inches long. I have some over here. That was next cook I do when we do meat like this. I'm going to jack her up about 3 more inches, get her away from the heat, and that way you can. Everybody wants to see fire. You know, people say, well, how come you didn't have a big fire going, you know, like this? But, you know, you don't need any of that. It's all just basically for show. And it does feel good when it's cold with all that heat coming out here, and it kind of warms you up. But we're going to go back in here now. We'll take our platter back over here and put on our nice shelf on the other side of the wood-fired oven. Yes, sir. Check those embers out. Sweet. I picked up 2 of these. This one's been brining 3 days, dry brining. I added some salt on it. Some of that flake salt that when you put it on, it just dissipates right in front of your eyes. It's real good. Let's get a little bit of temperature on that tip back there, not much. That's the thinnest piece of that meat. Get a little bit of temperature back there on the back side of that thing. My grandpa, if he was alive seeing this, he'd be going crazy. Let's take her out of here just for a little bit. Did you hear that? Yeah, we got a ways to go here on this baby. Not too much more. Let's go back in here. See, what I was trying to explain to you a while ago, when we put that, when you got a fat cap on it like that, you got any marble in your meat at all, you're gonna get that. You can eliminate that, 90% of it. If you jack that Tuscan grill up in the air about 6 or 8 inches, all those are 3/8 nuts that I welded onto the back of that. That's a cast iron Tuscan grill, okay? And I just I welded it on. I had several grills like this, and 3/8 nuts, carriage bolt, not carriage bolts, but 3/8 bolts. You can get them anywhere from 1 inch long up to 2 inches. You know, like that. Just play with this fire right here. We're going to have a good crunch. Like I said, I do like to crunch on my meat. Hear that, folks? That's for all you crunch maniacs out there like me. Hear that? flavor. That's where it kicks in. When you slice that, I have a sealing mill where I cut this meat up in portions and seal it out, whatever I want to do. I usually cut it in thicker chunks because when you're going to warm up a piece of meat, if you try to warm it up when it's cut real thin, it just don't ever taste the same. If you cut it up in thicker slices, it's a lot easier. It don't toughen the meat up or anything. It retains a lot of its texture internally, even the color of the meat. When you go putting it in a frying pan or a plate to warm it up, when you nuke it, or you can throw it in a frying pan with a little butter and warm it up that way. That's the way I do when I eat this with my eggs for breakfast. Not every morning. I don't eat breakfast every morning. Sometimes I want to eat breakfast. When I do want to eat breakfast, hell, I don't have no eggs. I don't have no bread. I run out. I'm slacking. Let's pull that off there a little bit. Yeah. Folks, I tell you what I think we're going to do. We're going to hit it up here just a little bit more. Pardon me while I take a little sip of my root beer. That was good. We'll go back in here just a little bit with this thing. I tried my best before I thought about making this video. I'm tired of seeing my back in the damn video, but I just get so excited sometimes I can't help myself. And you see my backside, my shoulder in the video. It's not on purpose, but when you're working with this meat sometimes like this, and like I've said in the past, you got an area like here you got to work in. I got that grill grate right up front here so you can see it, but you take a tool like this I made. I have some longer ones too, so you won't heat your pinkies up. I've got them that are longer. Hold on, let me show you this thing I made real quick. Some of you guys that might want to run out to your garage this afternoon or tomorrow or something and make you one of these. I move my fire around with this as well too. See this? I go back here in the back, move that baby around. That way you don't burn hairs off your knuckles. It do get hot in there. But you move that around and you position your flame anywhere you want it. And if you put your roasting pan back there in the back and you put do your roast, a few veggies in it, a leg of lamb, shoulders and stuff like that. And gives you a lot of ample room to work in. But once you get past this threshold right here, and make that baby work for you. Yeah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now, folks. We're gonna pull this thing off, and we're gonna do a little cut. show it to you one more time here. Look at that. Crunch, crunch. You can see the grain right here. We're going to be cutting across her. Here we go. Oh, I can wreck the place real easy. I didn't have to do all that. Hold on here now. Come out of there, baby. Let's see. Let's get down here on this piece of meat. Okay. Here we go. Let's cut the tip off this thing. Folks, now I'm going to show you something. You know all the abuse that I put on this piece of meat. Look at that. Now that's the way I like it. That don't mean that's the way you have to eat your piece of meat. Let's do another cut over here. Now what we're going to do, we cut that tip off because the grain's going in different directions. Now here on most of these, the grains will change just like on a picanha. So what we're going to do is we will go this way, we'll go cross cut it. Okay, let me show you something. See that? And I have to tell you what, I like that. You put that on a meat slicer and cut it up. Really, really good. Now, like I said, it might be a little bit too pink for most people. With my situation in my throat, I had a lot of radiation about 3 years ago, and that's basically what I gotta have. You have to learn to adapt when you go through a treatment like that, and that's just the way it is. And the reason I chart is what taste buds I do have is to kind of excite those babies, get them all riled up where I can actually taste something with that fat charred the way it is, and it lets me enjoy that piece of meat. Otherwise, when I first started cooking again after all that radiation, that nuclear blast that I went through, I'm just making a joke out of it because I'm here able to talk to you about it. I'm able to taste it and enjoy it, and I'm still basically cooking from memory. But listen, folks, let's do another little cut here. Let's do another one. Let me show you. I socked it, I socked all that heat to it. You're probably trying to figure out how come that meat's not all screwed up. Look at that. Man, I put the fire to that meat. Bertha kicked her butt today on that piece of meat. Look at that. All you got to do is be active. Don't be out here having a couple cocktails or talking on the telephone or talking to your buddy or your girlfriend. When you're cooking that meat, pay attention to what you're doing and you won't screw it up. Okay? Listen, we got our Bok Choy back here. We got our TriTip looks wonderful. We're going to be having a good meal here shortly. Okay, folks, I want to thank you for your time. Hope you learned something today. And give me a call, a text message or something, in the comments on YouTube or wherever you see this. Let me know what you want me to cook next. All right? And I'm not cooking no goat. I can tell you that right now. I'm not cooking no snakes, nothing like that. I'm not cooking no possums, no coons, nothing like that. All right? I'm just warning you in advance. All right? And no, I'm not going to cook no damn chupacabras either. That's for those goat ropers down there in Texas. They can cook all the chupies that they want to. All right, folks. Later. See ya. Thanks.